breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And joining us now here on Cats and Cosby is Lara Trump. Of course, the host of My View with Lara Trump on Saturday nights. And Lara, this is so troubling, this trend of Democrats who seem to be total Trump derangement syndrome, and just had a vote this week on whether they would stop military support for Israel, one of our greatest allies. 40 of them this week voted against it. 40. I mean, if you look at some of the votes in the past, it was like 15, 20. What's happening to the Democratic Party? Have they lost their minds?
Well, I think we ought to read the answer to that is yes. And yeah, it's been trending in the wrong direction. 15 or 20 should be concerning to people. As you said, this is our greatest and strongest Middle Eastern ally. They are kind of the pillar of democracy there in the midst of the Middle East. And without Israel, think about how different that entire part of the world would be. And so you have 40 of them voting against Israel, but it does speak to a bigger trend, which is basically outright anti-Semitism within the party. You look at the special election that you just had in a state like New Jersey yesterday, and the woman who won is a far-left radical who has been very outspoken about her anti-Semitism. You have Mayor Mamdani of New York City with his wife, who has had those egregious posts, as we all know about in the past, and it's like they're not even trying to hide it anymore. And it kind of makes you feel like we've gone in reverse. We're going back in time to a really scary era, in the history of the world. And you really have to ask yourself, whose side are they on? And when will people wake up and realize we cannot elect people into positions of power who have these kind of ideals? It is really terrifying stuff, but probably shouldn't surprise us because, as you said, it's been trending in this direction.
And, as you talked about people elected, I can't believe this. This is a judge, by the way, Minnesota. It's Hennepin County. She's the attorney there. And she now has an arrest warrant out for an ICE agent. This is the same woman who's apparently let all these different migrants with criminal history out. She seems to be giving them a pass and now has a nationwide arrest warrant for this guy who's an agent who is trying to do his job.
I mean, you almost have to laugh at it, but it's terrifying because, yes, these are our men and women, our ICE agents who are trying to do a job, and their job, Rita, is to protect our country, to ensure that the bad guys are not here in America, that we get criminals out of our country. And, the idea that they've just been giving a pass to these people who probably should have either been deported or locked up. And then this guy has an arrest warrant out for him. It's crazy. There is such selective outrage from the left, and they're willing to do things that in the past they would have maybe been embarrassed to do something like this. But it's kind of no holds barred now. Their Trump derangement syndrome knows no bounds. And, you see crazy stuff like this out there. And I just want to say a big shout out to our men and women of ICE. My gosh, these people have been demonized so much by the liberal media and by the folks on the Democrat side of the aisle. And they have a tough job. They go out every single day. They're put in harm's way. We know assaults are up on them a significant amount. And they don't deserve any of the hate that they get. They are doing an incredible job, and we are so grateful for them.
And Laura, give us a lowdown on what you got Saturday night. You have some big guests. We can't wait.
Yeah, we have EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, as well as our Energy Secretary, Chris Wright. They just opened up. You guys there in New York probably know this. They just had the groundbreaking in Brooklyn last week for a pipeline that will run from Pennsylvania to New York City. This is going to be great for energy costs there in New York. Everybody was trying to shut it down on the left. President Trump came in. He said, you know what, we're going to do right by New Yorkers. They're going to talk all about that and so much more that's going on. Of course, we have UN Ambassador Michael Waltz, who has a big job right now. The president has been a little frustrated with a lot of our allies. He talks about that, everything going on in Iran. And then I have Emily Campagno and Kellyanne Conway, who are coming on to talk about Eric Swalwell and the egregious videos we've seen, accusations against him, and really this legal battle that it looks like he's going to face now going forward. So tomorrow night, 9 p.m., I will see everybody there on Fox News, and I can't wait.
And I will be watching it, Lara.
You are the best, John, as always. Thank you.
I always enjoy it, especially when you get into those jets and those submarines.
Another one for you soon, John.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on this Friday night.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.